we cater to. Uh, some of these are the features which you have in Caster. I'll be showing a small example and a small demo how an actual user interface will look, so that will be much easier. So these are the simplified kind of solutions we offer, which is a live streaming, multi-streaming, video monetization, playout TV. If you want to start something of your own, and let's say you already have lots of video on demand contents or videos in your storage, and you want to run it as a TV channel, and you want to give it for your people to watch on your website or YouTube or Instagram, you can do that through us. And you can also schedule multiple contents across 7 days, and you can run it as an exact TV channel can run without much kind of investments. We have transcoding, then we have the OTT apps, which is recently launched, which means we already have a solution where instead of you spending your time developing apps for Roku, Android, iOS, Tizen, WebOS kind of things. Instead of you spending your time and money in developing, we already have all these apps implemented within Caster, and you can just take it. We call it as like a renting basis. You can just rent these apps with us, and in a matter of like a month or so, you can have your own branded apps across all these stores so that your clients can come and watch your content. So this is a video hosting, and we have some IP camera streaming, which is we have very few providers in this market who has IP camera streaming. When I mean IP camera streaming, let's say you have a CCTV camera or an IP camera. Instead of that getting that connected to a encoder like OBS or vMix, you can directly pull the feed from your camera to Caster and then restream it to wherever you like for social media sites or your website. So these are various things. Now coming to let me share the other screen, please. One second. So once you log in, this would become your kind of a landing dashboard, and all these things are the various features which we have in Caster. That means all these features are required by specialized industries, and depending from your industry, you might require this. It's a very easy to use tool platform, and it wouldn't take more than 5 minutes to get yourself aligned and get start streaming. It's a even a newbie can get things started off very easily. Just to begin it, the thing is, it starts from like this. Just create a new stream. I'm going to put a team name as testing 1, 2, 3, and we have multiple servers across this globe, and you can choose whichever is closest to you. On this case, let's say we are from Africa and we just use Lagos. We can create a stream here, and that's all. The stream is created. Now we have publish. It becomes your this part of publish becomes your entire ingest details for your encoder. When I mean encoder, it's like an OBS, which is a free to use software. You just need to install in your computer, and just copy this server details and enter it. And from OBS, you can stream to Caster directly. And we have multiple protocols, which is the RTMP, SRT, which is a pretty new protocol. It saves a lots of bandwidth. If let's say you have a very limited bandwidth at your location, you can use SRT protocol to send us a high quality stream at a low bandwidth. This is primarily used by many people who has a very low internet in their region. So we have SRT, and we also support WIP protocol. Now, the next one is a pull kind of source. Let's say you're from a church and you're doing the streaming, and instead of you each and every time connecting your camera to encoder then sending, you can just have an IP camera installed at your church, and you can directly pull the feed from your camera to Caster, and the preview would be shown. So this way, you can eliminate the usage of third person or something, and you can just monitor from just dashboard directly from Caster. So this becomes a source setup kind of style, and we have kind of playback solutions, which is mainly primarily used for your website. If you have iframe, we have direct player URL, which is the embedded URL we call it. We also have the HLS URL. Let's say you have an OTT app developed, or let's say you already have an app in your mobile which is already been developed, but still you like to use our CDN and services, you can use the HLS URL for that. And this becomes the latency kind of solution. The general latency is the normal, which is like 20 to 30 seconds. The low latency is becomes to 8 to 10 seconds of latency. The ultra low latency gives you less than a second delivery. Trust me, no one in this market has ever captured a stable market for low latency, and we are the one of the few providers, very few providers who can offer you this ultra low latency. And some people now recently request us, I do not want any video. I just want audio. I want people to listen. I want to give people like a podcast. I want them to listen. Then we have an audio only solution, and this player will eliminate the video and give you audio only solutions kind of stuff. This is a feature called as monitoring. Since the stream is offline, you're not able to see, but I can show you in a live platform. So once this is configured, the source is configured, you can just click on add platform, click on new publish platform. We have close to around 30 plus destinations where we integrated with. So if you want to stream to Facebook, you want to stream to Instagram, you want to stream to multiple Facebook, you can do everything from this platform itself. Then we have analytics, like right now, since it's offline, it's not showing up, but if you see when an actual stream is running, it will show you a live feed, how it's going to go. And we also have recording option, which you call it as a live to VOD. So once you do it, whatever stream has been streaming to Caster can be recorded and it can be downloaded for a maximum of 3 days. Then we have certain features like paywall, alerts, getting phone alerts. Like let's say you have any kind of downtime at your source, we send you notifications to your mobile phone saying that, hey, your source is down, please have a check. We have advertising options, like if you want to upload any kind of ad, upload an MP4 file, you can do it. You can also do it skippable. You can do it as a pre-roll, beginning of the stream, like that. On the settings side, pretty much if you see the player interface, some people like to have the scroll bar, the audio play button, everything to be set to different colors according to the theme which they have. And this plays a lot of things. If you want to have your watermark embedded, you can do that. You want to have a poster, you want to have a number of viewers, you want to have a countdown timer. Let's say I'm just selecting a random date and time. You can have your countdown timer also being set so that when the people play the stream, they will be seeing a countdown timer like what's happening. On the player function side, we have a lot of things which you can just explore. When you see, we have security, we have password protection, geo blocking, whitelisting, a lot of things. Now, the other thing is that this is a very important feature which we have, and I would say we are one of the very few providers. I would say hardly anyone in this market can offer this is called a customized bitrate ladder. No one has offered us so far. The bitrate ladder, adaptive bitrate generally is used. Let's say you're going to stream at a 1080p stream in Caster, and if the end user is not having a proper internet, they might be facing issues like buffering, lags, and stream breakage like that. When you enable this feature, it makes me transcode your stream to a lower bit rate like 72360 at a specified bit rate here. Like let's say this is a source. You can set the source as like 5000 kbps. You can set the 1080p at 2500 kbps. You can set the source at what quality you want the output to be streamed. So based on the bitrate which you set here, the output quality will be automatically changed. So if people are facing issues on their internet, the lowest quality is 240 we offer. You can even set it at 300 kbps, which for sure even a normal 3G network can play the stream without any kind of interface. Though this is, as I mentioned, we have the sub-second streaming. The next one is a transcoding. nowadays people recently say that, hey, do you support H.265 codec? Can we convert H.265 to H.264 codec? Like we have a lot of things people have come up with. So yes, the answer is yes, we do support H.265 and HEVC codec as well. So these becomes the option where you can select the codec if you want to convert your H.265 to H.264. You can convert to H.264. You can set your resolution, set your bitrate, and you can also filter multiple audio tracks. When I say multiple audio tracks, since we support SRT, we can even support up to 32 different audio tracks in a single stream, which eliminates you creating multiple streams. In one single stream, users can choose whichever audio they want to hear the hear it hear the audio track. Like let's say you want to have English, you can have English. You want to have Spanish, you can just click on a button, just like a pop-up button, and choose audio track. The next part is like a pre-recorded stream, which is like this is very easy enough. Let's say I have already done a session. I have already done a video like on Friday. But I want this video to be running live on a specific date and time as a live video, as if it was taken. Then we have this option where you can just upload your video. And you can schedule it like infinite loop mode, where all these videos will be playing one after the other. The other is the scheduled date and time, where you can schedule which date and which time you want the video to go live. And on the specific date and time, these things will start playing. Like I'm just going to set this infinite loop. And this, once you set this, I have set for like 3 videos at the moment. All these 3 videos would start automatically and start playing. So I'm just showing a small example, and you can the best part is that you can arrange these files however you want. Which one you want to play first, which one you want to play second, like that you can arrange all these files. Now, this live clipping is a kind of a unique feature, uh, which we say people when they do live, they might, let's say you're doing a sports event, you are running a football event, and someone has hit a goal. You need to clip a small part of that particular for 2 or 3 minutes and instantly publish to your social media platforms. Then this is the right tool for you. In this, when the live stream is running live, you can instantly cut down one of the clip, and then you can just send it out. This multi-view is a new feature which we introduced, where especially based for some TV stations, they might be having 5 or 10 different channels running or 20 different channels running, and all those channels can be viewed in a single source. Like as of now, I'm just selecting the source. No, I'm just showing an example here. You have up to 6 items, so you can have around 6 different streams running live at the same time. You can monitor, if you have a big monitor, you'll be able to watch all these 6 streams running at the same time. The video hosting is the kind of solution which I was mentioning about. If you have a pre-recorded video and you want to schedule it, or you want to do it, or embed it in your website, all you need to do is just create a new video, upload from your computer, and once you upload, this is how the layout will look. This becomes your playback URL, MP4 URL, and of course, as I mentioned before, we have all the multiple options where you can do it. You want to run a AI generated captions. Let's say you want to convert your English language to a different thing. You can just select which language the file is, and you can just generate through AI based thing. So once a person clicks on this, you'll be able to notice their local language as well as the English language, which is by default. The dynamic player is kind of a unique feature to Castor. No one in this market offers this so far, which a simplified thing is that this becomes your embedded URL iframe. And once you embed this in your website, there's no need for you to change oftenly when you change your source, which I mean, once you embed this in your website and everything is in, you can just swap the source between live stream and video on demand files however you want. Because on a single swap, once you swap it, automatically the player which has been playing in this video gets swapped to the new one, and it gets playing as an output. This is what I was mentioning about if you want to run a TV channel station or a TV channel on your own in a limited cost effective manner. This is where you can schedule everything. All you need to do is just like you can create a TV playout. You can set it in a loop mode or a schedule mode, whichever you prefer. And then you can just start adding contents. Like let's say right now I have video on demand files. I'm just add this as one file, then I can add this a second file, third file. I can add this. I can, this shows the timings and everything. Since I've set in the loop mode, it's come as like Sunday, 9th, like that. If you want to add any break between this, I can add it. I can even increase it to like, um, let's say, let me say like 22 hours, 23 hours. 6 hours of break, which means after this play video gets over for 6 days, it's going to be playing a black video, and then again continue with I can again continue with multiple days and stuff. Let's see, just like this. So for 8 hours, it's going to be showing a break. So once all these videos will be as a schedule, it will be playing as an output, and you can schedule contents for 24 hours, and you can play it as a TV channel. The good thing is that if you want to swap between contents, let's say you're running a movie file and you immediately want to change to a live file, you can just click on live stream and just click on another live stream. And you see here, 9th is all these still plays till 9th, and then 10th. Another next day morning it starts. And how long you want to run this live stream for? Let's say I want to run this live stream for 3 hours. You can just select a time for next 3 hours from 10th. This video will be running for 3 hours as a live stream. And then you can again swap back it to video on demand file, and you can add another file. So once live stream ends, you can stop. So there are multiple options. And when you explore it, you will definitely understand it. And we have an analytics feature. You can get an in detail level of analytics of the last 30 days. And you have kind of all metrics like how many people came, concurrent viewers, loading resolution, all those things. The playlist is kind of a feature which is similar to kind of a YouTube style. Some people say, hey, I want a list of videos set. I want people to click and play like this, like what they see in YouTube. Can you give me an interface like that? Yes, we do have an interface. We call it a playlist, and you can have like number of videos added to this or a live stream added to it. And you can just, I would say like, give me a second. You have multiple things, and you can add it. This playlist, you have the codec here for your website. Once you embed it, you'll be able to see it. Showcase is pretty much kind of a Netflix style of interface. Just to show you a preview how it look, something. It's just overriding. But just to give you a look on the codec, um, it will be like a Netflix style, where the main video will be in the center, and below it there'll be a list of videos below that, and it can start streaming. Paywall, this is like in case you want to like monetize your stream and you want to collect kind of payments, charge them for per video, per live stream, or a bundle of videos, a bundle of live streams, or mixed match of both. And you can charge your customers how much ever you want, and give them access. You want to charge them $10, you can charge them $10, and you can just create a content for that. So these are the various features within Caster. And when it comes to OTT, as I mentioned you, we have a full-fledged OTT, and you just click on this, you'll be able to watch what are the kind of offerings we do in Caster. All these features, everywhere at every single step, we have a tutorial. Let's say for this live stream, we have a tutorial here. Same way for all these features. If you are lost or if you're unable to find anything, you can just click on this tutorial and it will help you to get the flow of how to do that. The special part from Cast is that we have a live 24/7 chat support, and this is open for It's open 24/7. So if you're stuck at any given point of time, or if you're not familiar how to get started, or you want to have a chat with a live human chat support. What I mean is chat support is human chat support, not an AI based or not a bot which will be replying you. Live human chat support people will, come up and help you to get things solved and things. And those chat support people agents are with our company for the past 5+ years, so they know from the basics of technical help and technical assistance, and make sure that your stream is running smooth. Given that pretty much I've shown you about all those various features which we cover, we have transcoding, stream protectivity, and if people want to use API kind of development, uh, yes, we do have API development developer access, and it would just go to settings, and we have API, and you can just create token, and you can integrate our platform with your website through API, and you can monitor everything. We have a special documentation for that, which will be shared on request, and we can take it from there. Um, One of the common questions is like, why should I choose Castor for streaming? What's the main thing? So first of all, it's a reliable infrastructure, a highly reliable infrastructure. We use the three powerful CDNs in the world, which is Akamai, Fastly, Cloudflare. So we have very powerful infrastructure where the failure rate is very less, and we can help you, and we can guarantee you like 99.99% uptime guarantee. And on the back end, we also have AWS as a backup. So if anything goes wrong, AWS also gets kicked in. So that's a kind of a small background of our infrastructures. And we do not place any kind of watermarks or logo branding in nothing. I would say even a normal person who likes to stream with Caster, even the lowest plan which they choose, I would say 95% of what you do is like white label. There's no kind of Caster branding in that. The third point is the advanced analytics, the kind of detailed level of analytics which we and our team and the on your dashboard which shows up is not available with many users. If there's any kind of critical issues in the streaming part, if there's any kind of downtime, we can get you a detailed level to the minute, to the millisecond kind of detail, and tell you where the issue went wrong. The fourth part is the affordable pricing structure. The pricing structure which we have is like, I would say probably kind of the lowest in the market, which you compare with any providers in this industry. You will notice our prices starts from $19.99, which is like $20 per month, and goes to $300 per month, depending on your use cases. And the other biggest, where our enterprise plan, many people would have been thinking that, hey, beyond $300 is going to be huge, because it's going to be like a more request. No, definitely not. We do offer custom plans based on your use cases. Of course, there's a minimum value which we pitch in, like $200 or $300, but we need to we like to understand your use cases, and from that we can help you with flexible solutions on a custom plan. There's no kind of contracts in Caster. We do not take any kind of contracts, or we don't make sure you sign any kind of contract. The only reason is that we highly believe in our services which we provide. We know we can give you a solution, and once we give you a solution, I know that you're going to support us by paying us on monthly or a yearly basis, whichever you prefer. That's the kind of trust factor we build up with our customers. That is why when you see all our pricing pages in Caster, let me show you here. You see here in the Caster.com, in the pricing session, we show you both the pricings at the same time. We have monthly option and yearly option. We just leave it to customers. You want to choose the biggest plan, subscribe for a month, test the product, gain our trust, and then switch to yearly, you can. And everything is like that. Everything is like that because we really trust in what services we offer. As for case studies, we have done, to mention a few clients, we are helping out Government of Canada. The main official website is hosting us. We have done boxing events, racing events, Lots of church users use our services for streaming to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Many things. So there are a lot of products and things which I can share you and I can explain in detail. But I would suggest like if you want to test the product out, we have a free 7 days trial. Just sign up in Caster, test out a free demo and the trial versions. If you have any questions, please ask our support team, or you can just ask Joa, who's known to me for quite some time and is helping out all our clients in that region. Or you can even directly get in touch with me. I can help you out with the streaming part. I hope I given you a small kind of introduction with the Caster and what we do and how we do, and pretty much uh, pretty much I explained what we do. If you have any kind of special requirements or any kind of questions you like to ask, like what you want, if you have any kind of use cases, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to help you out.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. There are a few new things I just learned from his explanation of using Castar. So before I let I let you people ask your question. I just
Yes.
want to throw a little light in a simpler form. It's possible he sounded more technical, which is not out of place. Some of the terms he has used, we have been using it in course of our classes, right? So currently in Nigeria, network is very bad. Internet network generally, from the big cities to the remote cities. So many of us that handle streaming, and you want to stream to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, other platforms, how do churches solve their problem? You see that their streaming is stable. Meanwhile, you are not, your streaming is not stable. This product is what some churches use. You don't have to, let's assume you want to stream to 3 platforms or 2. You don't have to stress your internet to stream to those 3 or 2 platforms. Just by sending one stream from your OBS or vMix, from from your vMix OBS to Castaro. From Castaro, the backend, the dashboard that you are going to be given, you can then distribute this streaming to all the platforms you want. So you are reducing the cost of data that you are buying. You're also reducing the pressure on your internet to help you have more stable network. Some I've met many churches, you have good gadgets, have everything, but once you push your streaming, you are still having issue with your internet. So this is one of the solutions that can solve that problem for you, right? So this is one of those the solution. That is why I'm recommending it to every one of us. It will solve that problem of you sending your stream and your streaming will be bad. So I'm going to let us ask our question while we have Mr. Goku respond to us. So thank you so much. If you have your question, kindly open your mic and ask. If you don't have question, please don't open your microphone. Thank you so much. So we can hear everybody all at once. Tony Mike, do you have a question? Your mic is open. Do you have question, please? You can ask your question if you have a question. Okay, we have a question from YouTube. We have a question from YouTube. So the person is asking, which is the best streaming church program? Okay, which is best for streaming church programs live? Will TV channel in Castaro be preferable? So the people on YouTube, you can drop your question here. We are going to respond to you also. Tony Mike, we can't hear you very well. Since you are talking, but I can't hear you. So, Mr. Goku, someone is asking on YouTube, which is preferably Which is the best for streaming church programs live?
Um, It's like, if you're going to directly going to just use YouTube, then streaming to YouTube directly is much a better way. But if you're
Yeah.
looking for streaming to multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, then you can use our platform and we can help you to save a lot of bandwidth. Like instead of you sending five different streams to five different platforms and sending out a huge amount of bandwidth, you just need one stream, one small bandwidth, and we will take care of the distribution for you.
Okay. Thank you. So I believe we got that. So the live multi-streaming is the best for streaming live services from churches, the multi-streaming.
Yeah.
But if some people that run 24 hours YouTube channel, most time you see a channel on YouTube is 24 hours. That is where the TV part comes in. You can switch in between your recorded content that you upload and then to your live services. So in between you can stream that. So sometimes when you see people running a channel 24 hours, you can use Caster to run that. Right. So I believe we are together. Okay, there is a question someone is asking. So Mr. Goku will respond to this question now.
Yes, please. So someone has asked me kind of a question. How are we different from kind of Restream? Just to mention you, we offer the kind of similar services what Restream offers, but our system and the easy to use kind of structure is much more simplifier than Restream. I'll give you one small example how we are different. I would say the major example. In Restream, each time you create a stream, it gives you a streaming key and a password which you need to update in your encoder every time. But in Caster, it's more like one-time setup process. The minute you enter the streaming key and the server, that's it. Every time you go live, just go live automatically. No need to update your encoders each and every time. That's a huge difference between them and us.
I started with Restream, to be sincere. It's not that I'm trying to castigate their product, but Restream could not solve my problem. Yes, Restream could not solve my problem because I needed my streaming to play on a mobile app, and the encoding process and the integrating this third-party platform like Castaro to the project we are building. And if you've been involved in a project like integrating a live feed to a mobile app that you are going to upload on Android store and on iOS store, there is a whole lot of complications around it, right? So in doing that, we needed to get a better product that could handle that. And we also had our website to integrate the live streaming from the television station. So in course of doing that, we needed something better. So Restream couldn't solve our problem. That's why we went for Castar. And since then, like I mentioned, it's over 3 years. It has never failed. The TV station is still live on the website, on the mobile app, and it's a very beautiful thing. So, but I have a question to ask Mr. Goku. The payment platform you have, many churches, especially many churches in Africa, like in Nigeria specifically, we don't have a PayPal system in Nigeria. So many churches are looking for ways to receive international payments for offerings and all that. Can the Paywell payment system handle that?
So we have a solution. If you want, there are two types of solutions which you can offer. One is the Castus inbuilt paywall solution, for which you need the Stripe account. Second, if you're going to use our OTT package kind of solution, in that OTT, we have tied up with 200 plus major payment gateways, which is like all the gateways, pretty much all gateways across all the countries. And you can use whichever payment gateway you're comfortable with, and you can collect the payments. Like if you want to use PayPal, you can use it. If you want to use Stripe, FastSpring, FastSpring and Google Pay, anything you can use it. So whichever payment gateway you want, you can use it. Directly integrate with the platform and use.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, there is something. Let's say your church wants a customized mobile app for your streaming. You don't want people to go to YouTube to stream your churches. You can be an organization. You just want something private, right? That people can come in. Castaro has that solution. That is the meaning of that OTT, right?
Yeah.
Is a kind of a customized mobile app that can be given to your church, and people can pay for offering, give donation using in that mobile app. It will be customized in your church name, right? When you are live for your live service, your church members can download that mobile app, and then people can watch your live services. They can watch everything you are doing using the customized mobile app for your organization or for your church. So they have that also for different organizations. So in case you are a bit confused what the OTT is talking about means. So on that OTT now, you have, like he mentioned, many payment gateway that will be created in the name of your church, and people from all over the globe can give. If PayPal doesn't work for them, they have other platforms they can use to give to the church, and everything will come to your church account because you have access to the funding. I believe I'm right, Mr. Agoko.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely right.
Thank you so much, sir. So please, if you have your question, do well to open your mic and ask your question. Please. In case you don't understand what we've been saying, you can ask any specific question, then he will respond to you. Okay. Should I assume that there is no question since we are not saying anything? Kingsley, you want to say something? Please, you can go ahead.
So for please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, for that Kasra, what how can I say this? Is it available for only Windows?
Okay. No, it's not for only Windows. Mr. Goku, the Castaro software, I
Yeah.
know Castaro has a software. If you don't want to use the internet, that is a web app. When you are setting up, you can download the software. Do you have also app for Mac users?
You mean like kind
Oh,
of
okay.
you mean like a kind of
Yes.
recorded video running as a live?
No, the software. I know I have Castaro installed in my Windows PC. So do you have also for
Mac.
Mac users? Yes.
Yes, yes, we do have.
Okay. So Castaro has software for both Windows users and Mac users. But if you don't want to install, before I even installed that, I was using over the internet. I was using the web app. Once I log into the website and I log into my backend, I'll see my interface. So any streaming coming from my OBS or vMix, I'll see it there. Then you can customize this and then use. Some big ministries you have in Nigeria, I can count many big ministries that you love their streaming, this is what they use. So this is a little secret that we are trying to expose to many of us that want a more stable streaming in your place. Okay. Is it Kofi? Kofi asked a question. Okay, Mr. Goku also responded here. So there's a new question on the chat.
Yes, it's possible. I think Mark has asked a question. It's something possible, yes. You need to use our transporter feature and then, select the language which you want to send as an output. Let's say if you're going to stream to Caster at 5 different languages and you want to choose, let's say, Spanish language to YouTube, Italian language to in Facebook, then you need to use our transporter feature, select the audio track, and push it to the destination.
Okay, so I think I had this one of the project I worked on. We literally wanted to stream to the Francophone nations, the French-speaking countries in Africa, and it was a bit difficult for us to do that. So with Castar, you can do that. You can stream, have a French channel where you are streaming, and you are translating or transcoding to different languages. So I think that option is available.
Yeah, so the one which is also, I think that's another thing which is you mentioned, like the input language is going to be English and can it be changed to multiple audio track as an output? In that case, we have partnered with SyncWords who can help you with to do live captionings. Let's say you're going to speak to me in English and the audio source is only English. They can transcode your audio track to multiple languages and then push it to the web page, website like that.
Okay, there's another question on the platform. How can one make payment from Nigeria conveniently
With
with
Cast.
Castar? Yeah,
So
subscription. I
yeah,
I think, sir, I want to suggest if you can have another option for Nigerians, because there are a whole lot of Nigeria using your product, and this question has always been coming up. For
yeah,
instance, our government has limited payment using Nigerian card, right?
okay,
Reduced it drastically. We can't even pay. Yeah. And PayPal is not working in Nigeria.
okay. No, there's an alternative way, more like just say, for example, Stripe. Uh, Stripe has mentioned that if you don't have any, Stripe is currently not supported directly in Nigeria, but Stripe is suggesting if you can create an account in US and then link it to your Nigeria, you can still use the US account to collect payments for your Nigerian payments, everything in that. But there should be a
Oh,
lot of local methods available to collect payments.
okay. If I should, so let me suggest. What I normally do is that there is a platform called BitNob. 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 With BitNob, I have a dollar card. So anytime I want to fund my dollar card, I can fund using my Nigerian account, right? I can fund using crypto. Then I normally pay with my BitNob dollar card. So let me recommend that maybe when you want to buy, you can utilize that option. It can work for you. So BitNob, you can fund with crypto, you can fund with your local currency like Nigerian currency from your bank account. And then it will be converted to dollar for you at their rate. Then you can pay for it. There are other platforms like that in Nigeria, like Gray. There's another platform called Gray. You can get a dollar card. You can use that to pay. Okay, someone is asking which other ministries are using, like Remnant Christian Network, Apostolic Size Ministry. They are using this product, and Revival Hub, Apostle Dechukwu, those that know Apostle in Nigeria, they are using this. There are some other churches have recommended this to, from Zimbabwe and all that. Then there's another ministry, New Nation. New Nation is also using this. And there are some other ministries that are using this product. Yes, so there are many persons that are using this product. And these persons, Apostle Femi Lazarus, they're also using this product. Yes, I spoke with them. They are in Abuja. They are using this product. Light Nation, they are using this product currently. And I think Encounter Jesus, I also spoke with them. I don't know if they've started using this. Because many of these people ask me what can work for us, and I always recommend Castaro. And the Castaro has never failed. That's why I thought it wise to also expose the same knowledge to us that are going this church training. Okay, so I don't know if there is any other question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Thomas, you can go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Actually, it's one question because I just come in, I have, inconvenient with the time. I never observed the time. I thought that it was 7. Yeah, but that later when I go check the time now, so because I really wanted to know, I really wanted to know detail about the whole thing that you really talking about because I just come in. So I know if you can really get brief about it. Yes, because I just entered the meeting. I just want to get brief about it.
Okay, I think you have to this meeting is being streamed on YouTube and it will be made available after now. I think to save our time, I think you just go back and rewatch from the beginning on YouTube. I think that can work because we are in the session of taking questions.
Okay.
I don't know if that can work for you. Okay,
Yeah.
someone is asking, please can Castaro does it have lower third design? Does Castaro have lower third design?
Not at this moment, but we are working on the solution for that. Probably by end of the year, we'll be having for lower third solutions.
Okay, someone is also asking on YouTube, is Castaro in collaboration with any software that allow us to allow users at the same time, that is to project scripture softwares and all that. Like a stream is coming from a source and you can brand it on Castaro while it will not go live. Like adding scriptures and your lower third and all that.
So it's completely possible, but not possible with certain links. It depends on where the source is coming from. If it's like legit source from your internal servers or some servers where you are going to gain the permission, we can do that. But let's say you want to stream from YouTube, pull from Instagram or something like that, then it's not possible.
Okay. Okay, but I have a question, Mr. Goku. If I'm having a kind of a video coming in as a landscape that is 16:9 aspect ratio, and I want to go live on Instagram, can I rotate it or adjust it to a portrait that is 9:16 aspect ratio for Instagram?
Yes, you can do that. We have an option called as feature called as transcoder, where you can convert your 16:9 to 9 into 16 kind of formats and send us an output. You can use that.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Any further questions?
I think there is no question. Please, do we have question or we can end the class here? Let me check on YouTube. No question from YouTube. I think we can call it a day here.
Okay.
And so we can release Mr. Goku.
Thank you. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
fine.
Thank you for so much. And as you mentioned, they have a point of contact, which is you. And you have a point of contact with me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask Chukwuma or myself. I'll be happy to help. Okay. Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much, sir.
Thank you so much. Bye. Have a wonderful
We are
day.
so grateful, sir.